Hello guys, Keshan Veloso ulit ito at welcome sa episode 114 ng Larutan ng Super Robot Wars V0rg. Okay. Last episode, natapos na natin yung pinakahuling bonus scenario na na-unlock natin. So, ngayon, tuloy na ulit natin yung main campaign. So, teka. Factory. Wala na. Nagawa na pa yan. So, teka. Sub-orders. Nagawa na rin. Meron tayong bagong optional parts? Wala. Power parts. Meron tayong mga nakuha bago eh. Ay! Ano ba yan? Dali. Dali. Hindi pa tayo mag-forward. Teka lang. Power parts muna. Ako natin bago. S adapter, walang kwenta. Nascent current fan. Soul of Gengar. Focus. Wala namang mga kailangan eh. So, pasa ko na lang sa ibang units. Yan, sino ba pwede? Dali lang. Siya wala. Okay. Kahit na hindi mo na kailangan, lagay lang natin. Okay. Save. Okay, next chapter na tayo ulit ngayon. Teka. Ano ba tayong libreng pilot? Wala nang free pilots eh. Never mind, okay. Okay, tuloy na natin yung kwento. Scenario 48. Planet Leptaporta, Large Magellanic Cloud. Yamata Reception Room. A Belt Dazzler. That's the name of Gamila's supreme leader, isn't it? His idea of achieving lasting peace throughout the universe entails spreading Iskanderism anywhere and everywhere, no matter how high the cost might be. Under this pretense, which we call the Dazzler Doctrine, he started to invade numerous star systems. I take it the Gamilans invading Earth was part of that? Yes, but at that aga-aga nabubulol na ako. Yes, but at a significant cost to the Empire's population and overall power. Gamilas can only afford to engage in such wanton expansionism for so long before it goes bust. The problem is the Supreme Leader won't take no for an answer. As you've seen, anyone who opposes his plans gets arrested and sent off to a detention facility. To think he's taken such a harsh turn now. I know what you're thinking, Princess, but this really is how Gamilas operates these days, sadly. Yes, I understand. It's just still sinking in for me. The Gamilans basically worship Scanderism like actual gods. But what I find confusing then is, why does her kidnap Yuki, even by mistake? What does he gain from doing that? Admiral Dietz, there's something I need to make clear. I think I see where you're going, Commander. But go on. Right now, I don't think Earth and Gamilas can just join forces. Not after all the fighting we've been through. However, I now understand where you're coming from. At the very least, I think a ceasefire is possible. Thank you, Commander. I'm relieved to hear that. What will you do from here, though? I intend to gather as many people to my side as I can and start to liberate other detention centers, like the one I was detained in here on Leptaporda. That makes sense to me. My crew and I wish you good luck in your endeavors, Admiral. Thank you, Commander. If it's not too much to ask, I'd like to leave Melda with you to serve as a liaison going forward. Are you sure you want her posted with us? She's your daughter, is she not? I'm sure. It's ultimately what she wishes for as well. I understand. We'd be happy to keep your daughter aboard then. Thank you again, Commander. And as for you, I pray that BAO 1984's journey to Iskander will be a successful one too. Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. Admiral, hopefully one of these days after it's all done and over with, we can meet again just like this. So ano to? Great Camilla's Empire. Salazar System. Large Magellanic Cloud. Ayun yung pinaka-planet nila. Supreme Leader's Office. Welcome, Princess Eurisha, to the Great Camilla's Empire. It's a genuine honor for me to be able to greet you in person. Princess, you haven't forgotten who I am, have you? Don't tell me this woman's... Celestella, could you do me a favor and keep the princess company for a while? I have a cabinet meeting to attend right now. Yes, my liege. Princess Eurisha, please come right this way. Alright. The princess's beauty is unparalleled, isn't it? Not that I expected anything less from an Iskandarian, but still. I couldn't care less about her looks. What do you mean, sire? The princess's role is to give her assent to the major unification of Gamilas and Iskander, at which point the people will fall in line as well. Making that happen is the only reason she matters to me. I see. But enough about her. Gentlemen, get the preparations for the memorial service underway. Gamila's Executive VIP Room. I'll be outside if you need anything at all, Your Highness. Okay, thank you. I think I'm going to leave now too. Minister, thank you for having me. The pleasure was all mine. The tea that you made for us was also delicious. Thank you. I'm glad to hear you enjoyed it so much. Thank you. Alright, I'm heading out. That girl you just met, Hilda, is Zalcian. Just like your escort. Her father died fighting some barbarian ship. I forget the exact name of it. Something like the Yamato? I'm just like her too. I wasn't born here on Gamilas, but now we're both lucky enough to be full citizens of the Empire. We're Gamilans. Do you know who you really are, Princess? I'm Eurisha Iskander, third princess of... No, that's not what I mean. Huh? Then what are you trying to say? You belong to Gamilas now, not Iskander. The reality is that you're now a caged bird, Princess. A mere pawn in our dealings with Iskander. Your sister, Queen Starsha. Tapos pangalan is Starsha, no? Eurisha tapos Starsha. Iskander has such noble aspirations in her desire to bring salvation to all sentient life throughout the universe. But in actuality, she does nothing but test others. Our Supreme Leader, on the other hand, is different. He wants to establish a co-prosperity sphere, one whose reach extends beyond the borders of our galaxy. Unlike the Queen, he's willing to get his hands dirty. She has an interesting view on things. Being a part of the Empire is what's giving people their first taste of real peace. That's real salvation, and our Supreme Leader is the one who's providing it. Let me ask you a question. You dropped by the detention center on Leptoporla, right? What was your experience like in there? It was horrible. I hated being in there. I hear you. I spent time there when I was a kid too. What? But why? Because I wasn't a Gamilan then, legally or ethnically. But the Supreme Leader rescued me and my sister from there personally. We weren't his kind. He didn't have to do that. This might sound weird, but do you love him? Direktang tanong eh, no? Forgive my outburst, Princess. I just never figured that a person of your standing would ever be interested in such trifling gossip. Still, love is an interesting way to put it, I suppose. Anyway, Princess, we need to get going. We're holding a memorial service for General Domo and wish for you to attend it as well. General Domo's memorial service. General Eric Domo was both a hero to the Gamilan people and a personal friend. His death is a profound loss to both me as an individual and our entire empire. He's irreplaceable, and I'm sure our beloved subjects feel exactly the same. But the fact remains that he's never coming back. How then do we fill the void that he's left behind? There's only one answer to that. With hope, only hope alone can heal our profound sorrow and guide us toward a bright new future. Yun ang gusto mo, yung hope, pero bakit nanggugulo ka na ibang civilizations? Come to think of it, I don't see Minister Talon anywhere. My brother's out in space on the Supreme Leader's orders. That's rather unfortunate, seeing as he was so close to the General too. Like hell you feel bad, you're just using the Supreme Leader as head of the guard to do whatever you damn like. So allow me to instill all of my people with hope today. And our great hope, nay, our destiny as an empire is the major unification between Gamilas and Iskander. Our people have been split into two tribes long enough. It's time that we came back together as one whole. To that end, I have discussed the matter with Princess Euretia, and she has given her consent to this plan. The only thing left to do now is step forth and make this hope a reality. Today, we walk towards the future. We as an empire must always press forward and progress. It's what our dear General Domel wanted for us all. Do you hear this cries, Starsha? This is what the people of Gamilas all want. Or rather, it's what I want. Large Magellanic Cloud. Yamato Mess Hall. So Lieutenant Mori is stranded out on Gamilas proper right now, yeah? That's what Euretia said at least. I heard you rejected Lieutenant Junior Grade Nambu's plan to go rescue her. Yeah, what gives? Are you sure it's okay to leave her be? BAO 1984's first priority above all else is getting to Iskander. Gamilas isn't part of the plan. Yeah, but are you alright going that route? Tell us how you're really feeling, Lieutenant. Huh? I'm already being honest with you all. But are you really, Lieutenant? I think just about everyone here knows what's really on your mind. Yeah, you just haven't said it out loud yourself. You don't have to deal with this alone. We can handle it. Yeah, we'll find a way to deal with this mess without abandoning our commitment to the 3 dimensions. We can do it. They're not mutually exclusive. Maybe you guys are right. I don't know. Dahil lang guys. Just be honest. Just be honest to us. Just be honest. To us, to Lieutenant Mori. And most importantly of all, to yourself. I have to go now. I need to get back to the bridge. Iniiwasan yung tanong no? Lieutenant Koday looks so troubled. He sure is a tough nut to crack, isn't he? If I had to guess, he's probably stuck trying to reconcile his personal feelings with his duties. He's definitely the type to worry like that, yeah? I suppose so. I wouldn't worry about it too much, Nine. Our chance will probably come soon enough. Chance? I'm not what you're referring to. Ano? Chance? Mali na naman yung translation nito palagay ko. Chance? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Dapat ganun yun eh. Well, maybe chance is a bad way of putting it, but trouble is sure to rear its ugly head again. I really doubt the Gamilans are going to just let us waltz on into Iskander without a say. Andali lang guys. I think I see where you're going with this. Right. And when they come, that's when we act. Yes, Cap, I agree completely. Yamato Bridge. I have a message for every member of BAO 1984. The Earth is far, far behind us now. Roughly 160,000 light years at this point. But numbers aren't what really matter. In our hearts, Earth is still right behind us, waiting patiently for the day we all return with good news. Soon, we'll arrive at our final destination, the Salazar system, and with it Iskander. But we can't forget that Gamilans also call that system home. Entering it also means breaching enemy territory. Nevertheless, we trudge onward to Iskander. Not because we must, but because hope for our home rests there. And the people of Earth believe in that hope too. They believe we'll find it and we'll bring it back home with us. We'll now proceed to warp to Iskander, our last major jump in this journey, I pray. All units, assume combat positions and prepare to warp. Yes, sir. Commander, we've just received a transmission from Admiral Deeks. He says that the Gamilan homeworld is under attack by some mysterious metallic life forms. Ay, mga ELS na naman, ganon. Metallic, that could only mean one thing. Yes, the ELS have struck again. Scenario 14, Lost and Bound. Dami ah. Valera's one central control room. Moments like these always serve to remind me just how vast space is. Who'd have thought these things existed? Not that it particularly matters that they're here. They'll do just fine as subjects for our little test. I think it might sumobra yung B. I think it might still be too early to use it, Your Excellency. We're still only at 80% operating capacity. Early or not, as long as it's usable at all, that's more than good enough for me. Sir, I should emphasize that the device was primarily made to help facilitate the upcoming move of the capital. It isn't fundamentally designed for any sort of I said it was more than good enough for me, Minister. Understood, Your Excellency. The Yamato should be making its way here soon anyway. We need to be ready to give them the warmest of welcome. So everyone's okay. That's a relief to hear. After all, the ship has come to pay us a visit from so far away. We can't leave them empty-handed, right? Right, Eurisha? You should really be paying attention to this. Just what exactly are you trying to start? A plain old war, that's what. No, you can't. But I can. Prepare to fire the Desert Cannon. Fire! Okay, marami siya natanggal. Roughly half of the metallic creatures have been eradicated. What did you just do? I just had an interesting idea come to me one day. What if we were to somehow weaponize wave motion energy? So you made a wave motion gun? Do you realize the consequences of what you've done? The magnitude of what it is you've created? Our guest of honor seems to be a little under the weather now. Escort her outside for me. Yes, my liege. Come with me, princess. Do I know what I've done? How funny. Your Excellency, Queen Stasia is trying to reach us on the hotline. What should we do, sir? I'm not surprised. You could probably see the light from the Desert Cannon from Iskander. Put her through. What is the meaning behind this? Harnessing the power of wave motion energy as a weapon is something I'd hardly call befitting of someone in your position. Just be straight with me. Do you oppose the firing? Yes, I oppose it vehemently. Why am I not surprised? Of course you do. Every single time we talk, you always have some sort of grievance to air. But you should know that if you have a problem with my using it, you should direct your anger at the Terrans too. You'll have to explain. I'm not sure I know what you mean. The ship you've invited over has also seen fit to turn wave motion energy into a weapon of destruction. That can't be. Surely you're mistaken. While I have you on the line, did you happen to catch sight of your sister at the memorial service I beheld? My sister? What is she? Rest assured, I've seen to it she's in good hands. What are you even thinking, Abel? You've lost it. I'd say quite the opposite. I'm doing all this for you. I don't want this. Stop it at once. Starsha, you don't mean that, surely. Please, I beg of you, Abel. Stop this while you still can. I think we've talked long enough. Good day, Your Highness. Oh, if only we could see eye to eye, Starsha. Your Excellency, the Terrans have just arrived. Okay. Okay, as usual, yung mga strongest units natin. So, ay, isa lang ang pwede ko isama. Sige, na-Dishikosi na lang. Ay, kaya naman pala Pasaway, may kasama tayong walang kwentang isa. So it is true. The ALS are here. Look at that asteroid over there. Oh my god, is that thing a giant ELS? That light that ripped through could only be one thing. Yes, a Gamilan wave motion gun. What? Commander, I'm detecting gravity gradient fluctuations. You're right, sir. It had to be a wave motion gun. Then tell all units to deploy immediately. Yes, sir. All units, deploy immediately. Teka lang. Yamato Hangar. Yamato Hangar. Area, you don't have to do this. Yes, I do. Now's the time to put everything on the line and give you my all. I'm coming with you. Alright, thank you. You know what you need to do, right? Definitely. It's not my job to fight here. I've got better things to do here today. Sandali guys, sisave ko lang sandali. Suspend ko lang. Tapos, re-restart ko lang sandali guys. Fast forward ko na lang para dito, teka. Dali lang. Setup muna natin, teka. Kasama natin yung Ptolemaeus pala So, sige, teka. I-max level ko na siya. Saan na? Siya yung huling kasama natin eh, Pasaway. Movement na lang, mas mahalaga yun eh. Save ko lang ulit, tapos i-fast forward ko na yung events papunta doon. Fast forward. Fast forward ulit. Okay. Nadishigo, hindi yan, Pasaway yan eh. Gawala ka na ulit ng panibagong suspension. Palpak na yung isa eh. Strongest units natin, as usual. Ilan? 18. Mamaya na mga Gundam. Great Night Gain. Sige, sama kita. Ay, wag na. So, 11 pa. Okay, 9 na lang. Asan yung Grand Fang? Baka automatically pinili. So, piliin natin yung mga strongest. So, ano, Judao, Camille, New Gundam, ikaw. So, dalawa na lang. Sige, kayong dalawa. Everyone, I need you to listen to me closely. It's Satsuna. The reason the ELS are attacking is because they're trying to communicate with us. What exactly do you mean by that? Remember when we first encountered the ELS? It was while we were fighting the Gamilans. Let me get this straight. You're saying the ELS saw us fighting the Gamilans as a way of communicating? That's right. So when the ELS tried to make contact with us, they attacked because they thought it was their only way to reach us. And now that the Gamilans have used a weapon with such incredible firepower, they'll likely fight even harder. So if you try to retaliate, we'll just end up getting bogged down in endless fighting. What does that leave us? Yeah, what are we supposed to do actually? What are we supposed to actually do then? Don't panic, we still have one last option to try out. That big ELS seems to be their core. I want to try and contact it so I can share my consciousness with the swarm. But to make that happen, We have to make the ELS stop fighting somehow. And unfortunately for us, the ELS that Setsuna wants to reach out to also seems intent on fighting us. So then we're going to have to fight that thing after all. Is that what you're saying? That's my takeaway. Fighting to stop yet more fighting sure sounds like business as usual to me. Yeah, I don't think we have a choice. But that's life in a nutshell for you. A series of harsh contradictions. It's just like you said before. Forget about that for a second. We still have to deal with the Gamillions, possibly making things even worse. Ensign Ihara, are you getting any signals from them? No sir, I'm not. The Gamillions aren't responding at all. Then that settles it. We have to stop that big ELS from attacking and make sure the Gamillions don't provoke them. Setsuna, you go do what you have to do. We can take care of the other ELS and Gamillions on our own. We'll be fine. Yeah, I want to see if this plan of yours can somehow really work. Alright, I'll go. Thanks guys. The best point to attack should be somewhere over there. So we just go after that point and stop the large ELS. That doesn't sound too bad. After that, the rest is up to you, Setsuna. Got it. Aga nag-activate ka agad yung energy power niya. Your Excellency, that cannon fire earlier has damaged part of the Desler cannon's systems. Then you'd better get on repairing it, shouldn't you? In the meantime, while we wait on that, let's just kick back and watch the Terrans and those monsters duke it out. All units and all ships provide cover for the OO Quanta. Stop that large ELS from attacking at all costs. The Gamillions are also keen to fight both us and the ELS. Do whatever you can to ensure that doesn't happen. Remember, ELS attacks don't just damage vessels. They also hurt the pilots. If anyone's mental status appears to be critical, I won't hesitate to order you to retreat. Cap, be careful out there, please. I know, Nine. I'll be okay. But when duty calls, I have to listen. What have a job to... I have to listen. Ano ba tong translation na to? I have a job to do. We can do it. Go on, Setsuna. Don't look back. You just keep your eyes straight ahead and charge. It's time, 00 Quanta. Let's go. We have to end this fighting now. So, objective natin, defeat large ELS. Allied battleship is defeated. Setsuna CRV is defeated. Defeat all Gamillas units within 5 turns and also defeat large ELS during those turns. Don't let Gamillas defeat any ELS units. At komplikado to pero sige, tige. So, yung mga Gamillans ang targets lang natin for now. Teka. Ito yung planet nila. Kuha muna tayo ng actual save file. Ito ang na-miss ko sa ang na-miss ko sa Super Robot Wars 30. Kasi dito ikaw gumagawa ng save file sa 30 fixed lang So teka. First move sakay sa Yamato. Asan si Setsuna? Kailan makapunta doon? O sige, first move nga, sakay muna sa Yamato. Ay, mali. Hindi pwede si, hindi pwede si Setsuna dyan. Hindi siya pwede doon kasi nga kailangan niya mag-move forward Teka. Lahat sakay sa Yamato maliban lang kay Setsuna. Sino ba to? Lalo kala. Kailangan magkasama kayo ng partner mo. Akala ko hindi ka aabot eh, pasaway eh. Nasaan na si... Ito problema, bagal nitong... hindi pa umabot, never mind. Kailangan magkasama kayo eh. Teka. Yung iba sakay na sa ano, Yamato. Okay, fine. Lahat hindi abot sa Yamato. Kayong dalawa kailangan magkasama kayo eh. So, sino ba mas maganda ang distance? At ito, doon na sa ano, teka. Ito dapat dito. Nope, magastos yan. Missiles lang. Okay, animation on. Ilan? 7-6.
ガビラス、我々は決して絶望しない。看守魚雷、発射。発射。機体を破棄する。
Nice. Sino ba mas malayong distance? Ganyan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, dito kayo sumakay kay ano. Ito mas mahaba distance eh. Pasaway. Kaya mo ba mag-transform para lang makahabol? Sige, tumulong ka dyan. Malakas yung ELS eh. 5 turns, so 4 na turns pa bali. Missile Sam. Hindi pwede gamitin yun sana eh. Dito na lang.
ガミラスの船とは随分と違うものだな。回避は不要だ。進路そのまま。
どうしてもイスカンダルへ行かせないつもりか。
ならば我々はそれを突破する。手法切り替え。
手法三式弾に切り替え。
手法三式弾に切り替えた。
1番2番前方の敵に照準合わせ。
目標を捕捉した。照準よし。
撃て。
キャー。
Nice. No choice, puro itong mga ginagamit natin. Magastos masyado.
これで攻撃に専念できる。悪魔め、我々は命ある限り戦うぞ。主砲三式団装填。
主砲1番2番三式団装填。
主砲1番2番三式団装填完了。
自動追尾始め。目標に照準合わせ。
自動追尾よし、照準よし。
撃て。
キャー。
バカな、テロン人に負けるのか。
Sige, mag-suicide lang kayo ng mag-suicide. Okay, ito na lang. Huwag natin animate. Nice, sige. Suicide lang. Di pa natuluyan. Lahat ang magagawa dyan eh. On natin. Tingnan lang natin yung animation nila.
Out はここまでだ。
Okay, sige, pag initan yan, huwag natin animate. No, ano eh. No meaning na eh. Wala nang sense. Nice, tanggal ka na yata, hopefully. Ano yun, absorb niya? Nice. Cap, something's coming. Lagi naman eh. It's probably Guardian, isn't it? Hey, Chitose. Pasaway. You don't have to say anything. I'll just come over to you and pry you out of that god-awful mecha myself. But, look at this. We're already so close to Iskander. We can't stop here. I don't know what... I don't know and I don't care how strong Guardian might be. We can save Earth ourselves, and we will. But Iskander's... Chitose, do you know something about Iskander that we don't? If you do, please tell us. We really need to know. Don't bother with her, Nine. It's pretty clear to me that Guardian's got a tight leash on her. She's not going to talk. Then what do we do, Cap? I already said what we're going to do. We're going to run over to Chitose and rescue her, and that's final. Understood. I'll follow your lead. Go, CRV. We can handle the ELS and Gamilans. Yeah, we'll be fine. Go rescue Chitose. Actually, wala akong pake dyan eh. Agreed. The last thing we need is for the ELS to see more fighting amongst friends and get riled up even more. No thanks. Sounds good to me. I'll teach them that there's a lot more to communicating with others than just fighting with them. CRV. Ready or not, Chitose? Here I come. This madness of friends fighting amongst friends ends right here today with me. Okay, fine. Haba ng hit points mo ha. Pasaway ka. Teka. Hindi ko alam kung masishield siya eh. Kailangan natin dito na ano. At kahit na medyo mag-aastos. Animate natin.
Tekki接触。機動力を最大限に生かす。
イアンのおかげね。さすがパパです。黙って沈められるわけにはいかない。 GN キャノンいつでもいけるです。
合図は頼むぜ。
GN キャノン発射。
俺の速度について。敵母艦を優先的に攻撃する。敵装甲を切り裂く。
なんとかなったわね。敵離脱していきます。絶対に逃がさないで。敵機近づいてきてるです。トレミ砲撃開始。
了解だ。砲撃開始。
なかなかの速度だ、お前は。
Okay, fine. Flicker na lang. Animate natin.
敵母艦を優先的に攻撃。最大戦速で突撃。
着弾点の予測さえ間に合えば。ハーリー君やる。
敵部隊に対して攻撃を仕掛けます。ここは総定員砲を使います。
ついになでしこの秘密兵器が牙を剥く。
砲発射。
So now? Insta-dead ba? Sana. Kulang pa. At huwag natin i-animate. Kailangan papuntahin ko dun yung main character natin. Teka. Save muna natin. So, 4 turns na lang. Dali. Pwede ka ba mag-triple action? Hindi, ito na lang. Isa pa. Launch muna. That's na pala eh. Animation on.
Ike! バカな！ゼロン人に負けるのか！
Yung mga Gundam. Kailangan gamitin ko na. Beam saber din. Hindi support attack yan eh. Second attack yan.
他人を見下すことしかできない者などに
本艦を前に出せ。宇宙という戦場ではガンダムとやらも型なしだな。人型兵器に遅れは取らん。
避けたつもりだったが、まだやれるなら油断できない相手か。
テロン人ごときがいい気になるなよ。
Ilabas naman natin lahat. Di na.
Fumikommu
本艦を前に出せ。ガンダムとやらの名声も所詮はテロンでの話だ。テロンのエース機といえど
戦場の空気に飲まれつつあるか。生き残った人たちのためにもここで決着をつけるしかない。
Okay na sword yun ha. Ba't ganun yung shape nun?
ガミラスに相当閣下に捧げるために。人型兵器に遅れは取らん。
よしよし、いけるぞ。
Wag mo na kayong dalawa. At least tanggalan natin ito isang to. Di ba sobrang overkill yan? Malapit na tayo sa timer guys. So teka, isang unit na lang. Refill kiss. Last na lang tong kay ano, kay ito Angie.
大物もらったわ。凍結バレット装填。食らいなさい。
ただのハムシではないということか。テロン人、まさかここまで来るとは。
ヒヤヒヤさせないでよもう。
Ito muna natin ito guys. Timer na eh. Diba?
セーブ完了しました。ゲーム終了しますか、艦長。
その判断はプレイヤーに委ねる。 我々はどんな決定にも対応できるように待機だ。まだ戦いは続く。これは束の間の休息なのだからな。
はい艦長。
では休憩に入ってくれ。次もよろしく頼むぞ。これでいいか副長。
上出来です艦長。
Okay guys, and then natin episode for today. So, Kershan Velosa signing off. Next episode na lang ulit.